right there.
That's right. That's right, everybody. This is happening.
Here we go. It's JanNEWary, and today we unlock our secrets. Welcome to our life. It's RESTolutions we're going to do right now to help us make 2020 a great year of sleeping. The author of The Power of When, Dr. Michael Breus. Nice to see you, a.k.a. the Sleep Doctor.
That's me.
Doctor? I see you're keeping your distance from us.
Well, you've got quite an environment over here.
Welcome to the party, Doctor.
So the key to sleeping is bookending.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say so in this particular case, right?
Yes, okay. Where should we begin?
How about
we need
falling
to fall asleep, right?
So a lot of people have problems falling asleep. It's one of the most popular things that I see in my clinic. And so one of the first things people need to understand is you want to wake up at the same time, even on the weekends.
Yeah, but that,
I know, that part's not so fun.
I
But
do get up at the same time.
you want to keep your circadian rhythms actually going, and the way to do that is by getting light in the mornings. On the weekends, it actually helps set that circadian clock, and it makes things much better.
So keep the blinds open, you're saying?
Yeah, I would say so, absolutely, because sometimes if you have like blackout curtains or things like that, it's so dark, it's hard to wake up. Unless you have one of those clocks that has the rise and shine feature. That kind of...
What about aromas? Because we have these incense sticks and these little things that smell like mints, you know?
Absolutely. So there's actually aromatherapy we've got kind of going here. So there's actually double-blind, placebo-controlled studies showing that lavender and vanilla are two scents that are very helpful in causing a relaxation response. Now, to be clear, you don't just sniff something and pass out, right? Unless it's ether, right, or something like that.
Oh, okay, that's how it works.
This is a smell, and it helps relax your body.
Do you have any ether, Doctor?
I'm sorry, darling, I have no ether for you.
All right, and no drinking before bed?
So alcohol is the #1 sleep aid in the world, and it's the worst one
But you always say to your friends, I'll just have one glass of red wine, it puts me out.
So one glass is not going to hurt you, right? If you give yourself roughly an hour before bed, so 1 hour per alcoholic beverage. So if you have 2 glasses of wine at dinner, give yourself 2 hours before you go to sleep, because there's a really big difference between going to sleep and passing out.
What if it's like a...
Right?
Thank you, doctor.
What about weighted blankets? Because that's
I don't understand that.
It sounds like a torture device.
Okay, so these are some weighted blankets.
Okay.
I'm going to let you guys feel them.
Are you going to take an x-ray? That looks like...
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
It's pretty heavy, some of them, and some of them go up to 25 pounds.
Hey, doctor, I'm a small man.
I get it. So here's the deal.
Doctor, he doesn't have kids yet. Be careful.
I know, I'm trying to be careful. So,
literally smashed his car.
I know, sorry about that. And now he's drinking wine to make it all better, right? This whole segment's going crazy.
That's a Pinot.
So here's what the deal is. You want about a 12-pound weighted blanket. The data shows it's actually used in children with autism, where it was wrapped around them and it helped calm them down. That's a cocoon-like feeling.
Right.
So they now transferred it to people who have a little bit of anxiety before bed. Okay. So it actually is, there's at least one scientific study to show that it has been effective. Again, you want to keep in the 12-pound range if you can.
So sometimes I have to get up and use the restroom in the middle of the night, and I have all these tricks to go back to sleep. Let's take a break and talk about that, right? When we come back. How to stay asleep. Stay with us. We're back with Dr. Michael Breus, a.k.a. the Sleep Doctor, and all kinds of things revealed during that commercial break. Now, doctor, tell us, if we get up in the middle of the night, use the restroom, what are the keys to staying or getting back to sleep, staying asleep?
So here's the thing, is more people have a hard time staying asleep than falling asleep. It's called sleep maintenance insomnia. So there's a couple things that you can do right out of the gates to make things easier. #1 is room temperature. You want your... We'll be talking about animals in just a moment.
Jerry's cat is meowing.
Jerry's cat is meowing. I'm not sure what that means, but we'll keep going with it. So you want to keep temperature cool because your core body temperature drops as you fall asleep. And that is a signal to your brain to release melatonin, so you want it cooler. That's why it's very difficult to sleep in a hot room. Most people stick their foot out of the covers to allow themselves to cool down a bit. The second thing you want to talk about are animals, right? So lots of people sleep with animals in the bed.
Jerry.
I do. We have a cat that sleeps in our bed. It's true.
Oh, and to be fair, when we were talking about weighted blankets, people need to be careful with small animals and weighted blankets.
Right.
Yes, if you have your rabbit under the covers, be very careful.
Be very careful, absolutely. But you want animals to be in a different part of the bed, if at all possible. And then noise is a really big factor. I know, Kelly, you and I have talked about
I'm very anti-animal in the bed.
But also noise,
Chewy's not allowed in the bed?
Because of snoring bed partners and things like that.
My bed partner does snore.
Right, so you want to do things
Jerry,
like
my other
earplugs or even sound machines that we've got over here. That can be really big. But one of my favorite tricks that most people don't know about is Guava Leaf Tea.
Whoa.
Right, so
Are
not
you
guava
having
juice and not guava fruit. Guava leaf
I'll make
tea.
it next week, though.
We've got it
That's my
over
finger
here.
healed.
It actually helps keep blood sugar stable longer. Most
So
people,
when do you drink it?
you drink it 30 minutes before bed. And what happens?
But
what's
then I'll
really
have to pee
interesting,
30 minutes into sleep.
Only drink a cup. Only drink 1 cup, and you won't have to actually pee.
Okay.
So here's what's interesting is a lot of people run out of fuel in the middle of the night. REM sleep takes as much glucose as being awake does. And so that's part of the reason people wake up is because their body is out of fuel. But this guava leaf tea has a tendency to keep your blood sugar stable longer. And if you have a little raw honey with it, it's awesome.
Are you allowed to put vodka in that guava tea?
No.
No alcohol.
Vodka in the guava.
The
please.
doctor has saved many marriages by all of these sleep tips. So
Absolutely.
maybe that's a
I love
future
it.
segment. How to save your life sleeping.
That's a great idea.
Right? We could do that sometime. Guys, for more information, Dr. Breus, for today's sleep visit, go to ColorMyNow.com. What is that? We'll be right back.